Deltarune, the game which is believed to be a successor of the game Undertale. Although the creator claims that both games are not interconnected, some fan speculations argue otherwise. Both these games were made by the creator who goes by the name of Toby Fox. Go check out my video about Undertale if you wish to know more about both the games. Both the games take place in different universes, but many characters are the same, like Sans, Asgore, Undyne, and they even share similar behaviors and the even same roles in some areas. Deltarune is an anagram of Undertale, and both these games have similar fight mechanics and gameplay styles. The game of Deltarune starts off giving mysterious vibes. It starts off with a seemingly unknown entity asking the player questions about several things like his taste preferences, blood group preferences, color preferences, etc. The entity asks the player to give themselves a name and to create a vessel. All the player's creations will be discarded right afterwards, revealing the player's name to be Chris as a surprise wake-up call from Toriel. This is the point where the game really starts. Chris hangs around for some time and gets taken to school by Toriel, where we are introduced to Susie. Our teacher Alfie sends us to go find some chalk along with Susie, where we find out that Susie was the one reason why the chalks were missing, and that she was eating. We catch her, and she tries to intimidate us, but forgets about it, and tries to get the chalk she was asked for, where she encounters the door she was supposed to go in, but there was a twist. The door was mysteriously glowing with a dark frame, and we trip down to a mysterious dark world. Chris and Susie get separated, but finds each other after exploring a while. Chris leads the journey controlled by the player. When Chris and Susie arrive in Castle Town for the first time, they meet a mysterious hooded figure, later revealed to be Ralsei, who offers to tell them the legend. Ralsei claims that the prophecy was foretold by time and space. The prophecy goes: once upon a time, a legend was whispered among shadows. It was a legend of hope. It was a legend of dreams. It was a legend of light. It was a legend of dark. This is the legend of Deltarune. For millennia, light and dark have lived in balance, bringing peace to the world. But if this harmony were to shatter, a terrible calamity would occur. The sky will run black with terror and the land will crack with fear. Then, her heart pounding, the earth will draw her final breath. Only then, shining with hope, three heroes appear at world's edge. A human, a monster, and a prince from the dark. Only they can seal the fountains and banish the angels' heaven. Only then will balance be restored, and the world saved from destruction. After they hear the prophecy, Lancer intrudes the fight and Chris and Susie fights them. Lancer was seemingly a bad boy, a seemingly naughty dude who later reveals to be a friendly person. Chris, Susie, and Ralsei explore meeting various characters and goes on an adventure. Characters like the Jevil sparks mystery to the game. Going further into the game, we meet the king, who is the leader of the Darkeners and is Lancer's father, whom we fights and tires out. Later we explore and talk to all the characters we encountered and seals the Dark Fountain going back home. Chris and Susie goes from foes to friends from that expeditions, and Chris goes home walking. He, during his journey back home, meets out favorite characters like Sans, Undyne, and Asgore of Undertale. He goes back to Toriel after all the interactions and sleeps in his bed, where a mysterious scene sends us off, where he takes a knife out and rips out his heart, shocking the players.